Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Returns Dragonfall, where we are doing one of the optional things. I can't hit that one. I can't hit that one. Oh, dear. This is an interesting setup. No, let's turn that off. Of course you miss. Oh, it takes 3. Can't do it right now. I don't want to go in first. I want the bots to go in ahead of me. Oh, good, you missed. Actually, yeah. In the open. We're going to go all the way over there. And we're going to slow you. And I missed. Because why wouldn't I? You're going to charge. You're going to shield. Forward. That's much better chance to hit. Okay. You're taking a little bit less because you're shielded. Joy. Nice. Keep going. Dang it. Okay. We can't go through there. Come on. Okay. Shield first. I'm gonna put the shield on you. And then move in. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to suppress. Okay. This is much better than crawling through a vent or tearing open the door noisily. Okay. Much better. Hopefully there's no alarm inside that anything will recognize this as being open, getting it open. There's no reason for the vent anymore. Gain entry into the lab. Locate the experimental bioware. I'm going to save the game first. I get the feeling she used to be security before she was a Shadowrunner, and that's why she's a little bit more principled, gives in to some things a little bit. She used to be like the good cop type. This terminal appears to contain an inventory control system for Shadowrun Biosciences merchandise. The items are spelled out in amber lettering against a solid black background, rather like this game. A glowing cursor awaits your input. Product and specimen inventory. Org Chem Wing. Tissue Banks Organ Farm. Breakdown and analysis. Replication and fabrication. Contract fulfillment. Animal testing wing. Special. Shh. Let's look at contract fulfillment. This entry contains a complete breakdown of the organs, weighty, and cold storage to be claimed by clients and investors. Scanning over the list, you see a number of high-end security level enhancements in the inventory. BioWare like this would normally run tens of thousands of million. If this was what Aztechnology was commissioning Shadowrun to produce, he could undercut all of his competitors and still make an ungodly profit. Special projects. The entry details a number of products that involve invasive testing on awakened animals. After 2 years, that BioWare of his might be not worth anything. There are listings for a number of hellhounds, including their complete medical histories. It appears that most of the experimental procedures listed were performed on a subject named Billy, but who or what Billy might be has been left undisclosed. This entry contains notes on Shadowrun's attempts to replicate products that it had previously dissected and studied. According to the information here, Shadowrun had achieved a shocking level of success at producing generic versions of a wide variety of commercial and restricted BioWare products. Generic. Wow, that's rather big. These knockoff products were commissioned by an outside investor and have been moved into cold storage in the executive wing pending transport. This entry contains a complete log of studies performed by Shadowrun employees on the products of competing biotech companies. BioWare samples by Universal Omnitech, Shiawassee, Proteus, AG, and Biogene have all gone under the knife here, and the results of each dissection have been meticulously recorded. The entry provides a complete breakdown of the standard organs that were being grown in the organic chemistry wing of Shadowrun Bioscience. It seems the lab was outfitted with the capacity to mass-produce vat-grown metahuman organs, including hearts, kidneys, livers, and lungs. Something we're working on in real life now. Some labs are, not we. We as in humanity. I have no connection with that at all, obviously. This material would then be used for testing purposes. Step away. There's another door. Let's see what the other door over here goes to. There are security cameras, but they don't seem active. We should be careful. This was all locked down for a reason, and no one has been inside, has been in or out for 2 years. This terminal governs the animal testing wing of Shadowrun Bioscience. Data entries concerning animal test subjects and the procedures performed upon them fill the menu screen. Hellhound testing protocols, Basilisk testing protocols. Cinder contains not a variety of invasive test procedures that were performed on a kennel of Hellhound test subjects. There are several memos appended to the file. Apparently, the scientists working on the animal testing wing were less convinced that working with dangerous fire-breathing animals would yield useful results than the executives were. Basilisk testing protocols. This entry covers the various forms of experimentation and testing performed on Shadowrun's prized possession, a rare albino basilisk acquired from an exotic animals dealer in Portugal. I have a feeling I know what may have happened here. It appears the basilisk was being used as the primary focus of a passion project in Shadowrun, an attempt to create a magically active piece of BioWare. Why the executives in charge of the project felt that a basilisk would make an appropriate test subject is not clarified. The list of procedures performed on the creature is extensive, including a series of anesthetized thoracic surgeries. Step away. There's something there. That may be where we need to go. Let's go back over here to this other door. Keep going back and forth. You seem to do this quite a lot. Yes, I know I do. Okay. I don't like the way this room is looking out. Clearance beam. Climb down. Locked. Let's open this door. Keycard beam. Executive clearance beam. This is where we just were. Let's see what this says. Door is locked by a high-tech Maglock with a swipe key access system, but the status screen indicates the lock has been overridden by a local computer on the network. Piggyback on the network override to unlock the door. You have successfully unlocked the door. This could be bad. Unauthorized access detected. Primary weapon decision systems for something. Why do I... Hello, sorry about that. Had a little bit of a crash because I clicked on a spot on the map, and something from Skype had popped up. It wasn't visible to me, but the computer considered it on top because it was a message that somebody had come online. So when I clicked something on the map to do something, it moved to Skype, which caused the game to crash. Blah. Okay. Anyway. I thought about going looking in these other doors before doing this, but I'm going to go the same way I was. I'm not going to use that crash. Timing weapon systems for pacification, so at least I get to read what it says this time. Okay. That's right, I went to go do this. 91%. You're marked. You are hasted. I am going to get undercover. Let's spray some armor. Not enough AP. Oh, because I would have to travel there. Okay, so... There we go. Okay. $36 damage. Nice. You missed with an explosive like that? Actually, we're going to mark somebody else. And now I'm going to shoot. And now I'm going to fray your armor. Okay. Move off to the side. 83%. Might as well. You missed again. And we're going to mark you. And why can I mark you twice? guess that's why I have Mark twice, so I can do that. Okay. Reload. Ow, that actually hurt. There we go. Going to save in case we have another crash. I don't want to have to do that again. There we go. Door. Let's go into here. New yen. Was there anything else in here I could look at? No. A wild-eyed young man in a tattered lab coat confronts you. His beard is bushy and unkempt, but bare patches of skin show through. You there! Who are you? How dare you enter my domain? Easy there, pal. I thought this lab was abandoned. Abandoned? This is my territory, my home. You are an invader in my territory, Dwarfling. You have murdered my peasantry. You've got a live one here, boss. You're a murderer, a monster. You are pay. Hold up. Who are you? Continues his rant without pausing for breath. I am Philip Rex, Knight King of Sutherland Bioscience, and I will have you banished for your transgressions, Dwarfling. Banished to the underworld and left to the ravages of the all-powerful Billy. He pauses, blinking. Hold still while I fetch the robots that will banish you. Slow down there, Night King. What are you talking about? I'm the sovereign ruler of this building, now and forever. By right of succession, the former laboratories of Sutherland Bioscience belong to me. Succession? Who died? Everybody! But everyone but me. Once, I shared authority with another, my dear friend Heine. Our Duumvirate led this building into a golden age. Together, we liberated the animal testing labs and annexed them into our territory. But then Heine got eaten by Billy, and the burden of leadership fell onto my shoulders. I did my best to make life good for the peasantry. I scrubbed their plastic cases on a daily basis, and I crooned pleasing melodies to ease their troubled minds. But those days are over now. My peasants are dead. You destroyed something beautiful. Okay. Alright, sire. I'm sorry about your peasants, but I'm on an important quest. The grief on his face instantly vanishes. What replaces it looks like curiosity. Oh! Well, that changes everything. Perilous quests and civilian casualties go together like chocolate and peanut butter. I can't stay mad at you for that. Tell me about this quest of yours, good Dwarfling. Leave nothing to the imagination. You have my rapt attention. I need to get my hands on the BioWare prototypes that are being stored in the Executive Wing. The Executive Wing? Madness! Take this as a warning, noble stranger. If you intend to forge your way into that land of milk and honey, you do so at your own peril. The underworld stands between you and your goal, and the underworld is home to the murderous Billy. I think I've read about this Billy. He was Sutherland's albino basilisk, right? Was is right. Now he is so much more. A creature of legend. Years of experimentation have remade the beast into the ultimate killing machine. He's smarter than 10 men and 5 times as deadly. If this Billy is... I think that this Billy's standing in my way. I guess they'll have to kill him. I think that I've heard all that I need to about Billy. Just tell me how to get into the executive room. Very well, stranger. If you cannot be dissuaded, I will help you. Ragged lab tech fishes in his coat pocket with a bony hand and produces a thin slip of plastic. He presents it to you with a flourish. This is my most prized possession, the incomparable keycard B. Using this, you can descend into the underworld and face Billy. If you should survive the encounter, search for the long-missing keycard E. Use it to reopen the executive wing, and I will see to it that you are richly rewarded. You are a little bit odd. Scratch a little bit. You are very, very odd. Looks like this media setup is wired into the building's security system. Video feeds from cameras all over the facility can be viewed here. Search the machine's video archive. Paging through the computer's file system, you find a number of archived video feeds from the building's surveillance system. In addition, episodes 1 through 6 of an old Slovakian period fantasy series called Night Kings of Lightning Hold have been saved to the machine's desktop. I've heard of that show. It's supposed to be horrible. I mean, really, really bad. Never watched it myself, but I hear that it made Neil the Orc Barbarian look like high art. Watched the security dated 18 months ago? As the video feed kicks in, Philip is engaged in an anime discussion with someone who's standing just outside of camera range. You can see his shoes and his shadow, but nothing more. The voice sounds human. You'd guess that the off-camera speaker is a man in his early 20s. Look, we've survived this long. If we play our cards right and do a bit of rationing, I reckon that we can live off the executive snack bar for a long time to come. With plenty of fat and sugar, those won't be a problem. We've got mixed nuts for protein, and we can get our vitamins and minerals from diet bars. There aren't many of those, but like I said, we'll ration. I'd be willing to bet that we can hold out for 2 or 3 months on what's stashed away in the snack bar. We're sure to be rescued before we run dry. You're fooling yourself, man, ignoring an unpleasant truth rather than facing it. We have to accept the fact we could be stuck in here for the long haul. The snacks are great and all, but they can't be our staple foodstuff. We need to stretch them out as far as humanly possible, and that means supplementing them with something more substantial. There is a long pause. You don't mean... Look, just think of it like farming, right? If we look after our crops, we'll always have food to eat. We have enough supplies on hand to keep the tissue cultures in the Org Chem wing growing indefinitely. I'm talking about growing meat for our own survival. That's all it is. Metahuman meat, Phil. Synthetic hearts and livers and kidneys supposed to be implanted into people like you and me. You're talking about eating people parts. It's fucking disgusting and I won't do it. Unless you fancy dying of malnutrition, you're going to have to. You know that as well as I do. Organ meats are rich in vitamins and minerals. Choline, CoQ10, vitamin D, bioavailable iron. All things that we're going to need if we want to survive in the long term. You won't find much vitamin D in licorice sticks and choco nubs. You're talking like they're never going to rescue us. We're in Berlin here. What they? Who do you think is coming? We need to be prepared to survive here for a long time, maybe years. That means making the most of the resources at our disposal. You're talking about resorting to cannibalism, man. No, I'm talking about eating meat. I don't know that you consider cultured meat cannibalism. It was never a person. I'm going to read through all these before I end the video. Watch the security archive dated 14 months ago. An image flickers onto the frame. Philip, leaning against the wall, listlessly chewing on an unidentified hunk of cooked meat. He looks miserable. A drone comes to inspect him and he pushes it away. Heiner's voice crackles in over the intercom. Philip doesn't look up. I'm going now, Phil. No more arguments, okay? There's a long pause. In lieu of responding, Philip takes another bite of meat and gnashes at it with his teeth. I'll kill that fucking thing. You'll see. That goddamn basilisk is going down. Once we can get down into the sewers again, we might be able to find a way out. This is our chance, Philip. Wish me luck. Philip says nothing. Video continues to play for a time, then cuts to static. How about this? 11 months ago. The video feed flickers onto the screen. In it, you find Philip standing in the corner of the room that you're in now. He looks haggard, exhausted, and he carries a haunted look in his eyes. Hainer is notably absent. Cheap synthesized music pipes in from somewhere off-screen. Philip turns to stare in the direction the music came from. A smooth baritone voice sings out a phrase in Slovak. Half a second later, a different voice shouts a translation in German. Night Kings of Lightning Hold! Cheesy music. Oh, it's on the screen there. Philip stares glassy-eyed as the show begins. The synthesized music blares. A deep, trollish voice rumbles out of the media center speakers. I, Titonius Rex, will defend my realm. I do so swear it before my magic sword. Argonar, this I do swear. An alarmingly breathy, elvish voice sings out in response. But, Titonius, the Jubothian hordes will smite you if you stay. The people in that valley are only peasants. You needn't throw your life away for them. Flee with me into the enchanted wood of Tralashin. Please make this stop. My life is sworn to protect those peasants, she-elf. Run back to your enchanted trees if you will, but a Night King will never flee. But Titonius, her voice comes out in a lilting wail. You cannot die. I love you. Then go to your father and beseech him to rally his elf troops southward. For Titonius Rex falls, Lightning Hold will fall, and Lightning Hold will not fall. Troll drones on, audibly struggling to emote and occasionally tripping over his lines. Overall, the acting is roughly on par with what you'd expect from a primary school Christmas pageant. Philip stares at the screen, listlessly chewing his meat, his nose wrinkled in distaste, and his fists clench and unclench. Mercifully, the video feed cuts to static. Watch the security dated 8 months ago. The screen flickers and a video feed of Philip pops on the screen. He's standing in a corner watching an episode of Night King's Lightning Hold. His jaw hangs slack and he stares at the screen in rapt attention. But Father, Titonius Rex is risking his life. Nay, his very soul, to defend the Lightning Hold from Jubothans. His enchanted sword, Argonar, feeds upon his honor and bravery, and it seeks to transform him from a noble Night King into an evil demon lord. Philip's lips move silently, mouthing the words as they are spoken. Evidently, he has committed the entire script to memory. My darling daughter, that is elderly-sounding elf actor. My darling daughter, that is why I cannot send my troops. Your beloved Titonius Rex walks the knife's edge between light and darkness every time he draws that devil blade from its scabbard. It is long past time that you learn the truth about me, Bernathe. I was the one who trapped the demon lord Karl-Bork within that blade. The breathy actress lets out a sharp gasp. Phil minds the motion, and a tear begins to trace down his cheek. But father, you can't mean... Yes, my daughter. I was the one they called Thunder Spear. The sworn enemy of Titonius Rex people, the Hunga barbarian tribe. Then all of this is your fault. The Jubothans, the threat to my beloved soul, all of it. It was the only way to save Tralashin, my darling daughter. Tralashin and your mother, whom I hid away when you were but a girl. She's still alive, Brenathe. Oh my goodness, please. The security drone floats by to inspect Phil. Idly, he reaches out and begins to stroke its casing, petting it as if it were a house cat. The video feed flickers and sputters out, and you find yourself back at the main menu. Thank goodness. Please, no more Night Kings. Dated today. The screen flickers, and Philip appears on the screen. He appears to be dancing with one of the security drones. The little machine weaves and bobs frantically to avoid colliding with him. With every motion, the lab tech slides in to fill in the empty space. Round and round they go, twirling and writhing across the laboratory floor. There's an enormous smile on Philip's face. Then the lights go dim and an alarm begins to sound. Danger, danger, intruder detected. Security protocols engaged. I admire your bravery, noble vassal. Philip rests a hand on the top of the little drone. But this is my fight. I, Philip Rex, will defend this land with my life, indeed, with my very soul. Sir, please clear the area. Hostiles inbound. No, noble spirit, it is you who must. I repeat, clear the area. Hostiles inbound. He nods slowly, his face beaming with pride. Maybe you're right. I am already a Night King. Perhaps this is your time to shine. I will not rob you of this moment of glory. I will allow you your moment in the sun, and when you return victorious, I shall grant you lands and titles to reward your heroism. Please clear the area. Oh. Philip turns and steps out of the camera range. The drone is joined by two others, which wait in holding position facing the camera. The picture breaks into static and the video feed cuts off. Walk away. There is a belief that eating human flesh will infect you with prions, but if that were the case, we would all be infected with prions already. And cultured meat is just meat, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think that probably shouldn't be giving opinions on this. This is just a game. But I think what they're saying here is that he's gone crazy from eating the meat. I wouldn't personally, real life. I probably wouldn't want to eat it either. They have animal testing going on here, and I'm pretty sure you could have gotten a DNA sample from some animal and be culturing that meat. And that would probably be a lot better, in my opinion, than human meat. So I'm saying, realistically, there's probably no harm to it, but I really doubt I'd ever do it myself. And again, I'll likely never be in a situation where I need to. That says climb down. Nothing else. Let's clear everything else on this floor before we climb down to deal with the patent. Experimental. The door is hermetically sealed. Months of disuse have left it covered in thick coat of dust. Simple swipe key access has been mounted into the door frame. Block letters on the system's case read executive clearance only. Walk away. So we need the key card E for that. Clearance B panel. This console seems to control the locking mechanism for the door in front of you. The key card reader has been set in the front bezel of the console. Text on the screen reads key card access clearance level B. Swipe your clearance B key card. Sneeze! Again! And I forgot to put the timer back on. Oh, no. The video should have ended. So I'm going to end it right here. See you in a moment.